and welcome to Fear the Walking Dead reviews on What the Flick. I'm Kim, this is Alonso Duralde and John Iadarola here to talk about the finale of Season 1, The Good Man, and what it is to be a good man. And can a good man still exist in this world? Answer, no.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked to find out that we're apparently going to be following through the show villains. They're all horrible, terrible people.
Yeah,
None of them have any redeeming qualities.
I think some of them are okay. Daniel is the one, I think, who has never been a good guy and will never be a good guy.
What Daniel did to that soldier in the last episode that we were giving him so much shit for, they all did a million times worse. They released the zombies.
No, Daniel did that.
He did that, but they seemed to know about it.
Daniel did
They
it.
seemed
He's
to
the
know
bad
about
guy.
it. I think that they knew about it.
Yeah, you're right.
Look,
And
this
they
show-
did,
I'm
even
sure
if they didn't do it,
idea,
they
though.
knew that they were there, and they left doors open. They just cut it open, just put it there.
Look,
they didn't close the compound down.
It's a metaphor.
They just drove
It's a
off.
metaphor for how despicable people are the ones who wind up doing the best. All those people who like smack their names onto libraries and foundations are doing it to cover up the fact that they're like horrible labor exploiting oil barons and whatnot. So this is just a metaphor. This is, you want to live in a world full of zombies, you have to be ready to do despicable, awful stuff that is completely self-serving.
But the cast of The Walking Dead has gone a really long time without, for the most part, most of them, just willfully allowing innocents to die. But when they don't warn the people in their neighborhood, fine, I get that. But then to open the door and then to not shut it,
See, the thing
knowing
is,
that zombies could just stream in and kill people that's insanity. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, it is insane. It's an extremely selfish act to do to save 3 people, later revealed to be 2 people to them.
Close the door
Because
before you
kill
leave.
all those people.
You can still go out
You know
and
what?
save them.
Somebody
Close
else
the
in the
door.
neighborhood could just go click, click, click and close it themselves.
If they notice. But the
Well.
first thing they might notice is molars chomping on their throat.
So what we kind of learned, I guess, throughout this season is, well, we've been following Travis, and he's the mayor. He's the good guy. He always wants to see the best in people, and he tried that with Andy and, Andrew, the soldier.
The soldier, yeah.
And it was proven to be a bad idea because he instantly betrayed them, suddenly and inevitably. And
Which will give them something to nag at him about for all of season 2.
No, that's why he went crazy, just wailing on him, which is, I can't trust anyone, I can't help anyone. That's that sudden
recognition.
realization of,
It's that Tyra
I
Banks,
can't
we were all
be-
rooting for you.
we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. No, it was. You know what? Maybe I can't do this anymore. I can't be the good man. I can't be a diplomat. I have to look out for us.
Yeah.
I feel like this episode was about finally breaking him. I remember when before he had to shoot Liza.
Liza.
I always get it wrong.
Liza with a Z, not Lisa with an S.
I'm gonna remember that.
That's why you got a gay guy on this show. Anyway, go on.
She says, "Don't let Travis do it. It will break him."
Maybe
And
she's
then
right. Or maybe he's already broken.
And what I love is that when he takes the gun, I wanted Liza to say, "What did I just say 2 minutes ago? Don't let Travis do it."
I can't trust you.
I had one last request for you. Damn it, Madison.
We talked earlier about who it was that was
Also,
going to
by
die.
the way, almost the same thing happened on the Strain this week. And I don't want not to get into spoilers if people haven't watched it yet, but like virtually the same kind of plot setup regarding ex-wives and new girlfriends. It's but yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't predict that she would be the one to die. I thought Ophelia was dead at first. We were talking earlier about whether it was intentional that the soldier shot her in the arm as
He winged her
opposed
in
to
the
killing her.
arm.
Right.
He's probably a pretty good shot.
You'd think. Yeah.
Probably.
I think my theory is that he knew that if he just shot Daniel, then Daniel's dead and Daniel doesn't suffer. I think he wants to make him suffer, and I think he knows that he cares more about his family than about himself. So hurting his family hurts him more.
He was shooting her because she was saying, "Don't do it, don't do it." It was like, I want to shut up my conscience. Or maybe I can shoot her.
Or because she betrayed him.
And then kill him. She did kind of betray him, but then he made it clear to him that she didn't know what was going on. He said, "My daughter made me promise to do this and this. I'm not doing it."
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, I'm glad to see that she's okay. I was really worried they were going to kill her before the end.
You just want her to stick around because you find her to be the most attractive.
No, she was awesome.
talked about
During their
this.
scene where they were killing the zombies, she showed gumption. And I appreciate it. She was immediately killing them.
Can we talk about Coleman Domingo, Mr. Strand? What's his end game here? Why does he need a heroin addict to get to his own yacht?
I don't know.
And did that guy really help Strand at all? I don't know that he did throughout their escape.
He needs him to
Well, it might be when they got to that door that they couldn't open.
Maybe
and then
he wants a desperate man to do things for him, and like
Maybe
maybe
in the
he
future.
has like heroin.
I'm saying I don't think that he would have gotten through
You could
that
have a little
hospital if he had been alone, because I don't think they would have opened the door for a stranger with that horde of zombies coming. I think they only did it because they knew one of the people. So maybe he already has saved his life. The idea of getting onto the boat, I think, is a great idea. When they did the original, the flyby at the very end, I thought that the red in the water was going to be something, but I'm not sure that it actually
I think it was
I
just
think it was
plankton.
yeah.
I thought we were going to
seemed like
maybe.
blood.
I thought we were going to get to the boat, and we didn't.
Yeah,
so,
I
you
thought
know.
they're
I
swimming
thought we were going to
zombies
see
or
something coming down the beach, like a horde.
It's a great idea to go on the boat. There's not enough food, obviously. That would be a
No,
problem. Water would
yeah.
be a problem. There's a lot of problems, but it's a pretty good idea overall.
Yeah, although I mean, in one of the later George Romero zombie movies, there's a scene where a bunch of zombies walk on the bottom of a lake or ocean
Yeah.
or
Oh,
whatever
that
to
would be
get
cool.
to somewhere, because
And
why not?
they touched that a little bit on
And
The Walking
in-
Dead.
And in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a trope that's been used before, I guess. So what is our takeaway of this season? I mean, and then where are we going with season 2?
Oh, wait, really, before I want to do the takeaway. Why did the Operation Cobalt not happen? They pulled out, but they didn't kill all
I
the
feel
people.
like Daniel ruined it by making his surprise ambush of the military people.
Maybe.
That
Yeah.
sounds plausible.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It seems like they'd already pulled out. Maybe they were going to bomb them or
I
something.
have a quick question before we do the recap here. Also,
Let's
is
do it.
all right, the stadium full of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Do in this universe, and maybe it's been established on Walking Dead or not, I don't know. Can they starve to death if they don't?
No,
I don't
they
think
don't
so.
need to
No.
eat.
Then
They live for
why
years.
would you have a stadium full of zombies and not like firebomb it or something?
That's
They
a good
did
question
not
why they
think
didn't
this
firebomb
through.
it. Maybe
Maybe
they
the
were worried
writers
it
didn't
would,
think
it
this
would open
through.
it up or release them in some way.
I-
It's still the idea that you would open that up. That is just insanity for your safety, for your family's
No.
safety. I
well,
don't see it.
they are slow, as Strand points out. Yeah, zombie pep rally.
Yeah, that's true.
Overall, this season, I thought it was really slow. I had some problems with it. This was by far the most action-packed of the episodes we've gotten so far. I liked it more in retrospect when I was thinking about it from Travis's point of view. But then, to me, that has several hallmarks that I saw with the transformation of Rick Grimes. So I'm wondering, what can we touch on that The Walking Dead hasn't already touched on seasons ago?
That I don't know. I mean, zombie shows and zombie movies and zombie novels only have so many things that they can sort of play with, which is why things that really stand out, like, did you ever see Dead Girl, the indie movie, about where people were keeping sort of a zombie woman as sort of a sexual slave or something, which is,
Ew,
oh, it was
John.
terrible. No, it's not. It's not a good story. It's a horrific story.
But it was different.
But it was very different than the normal. There's not that much room necessarily. I mean, you can tell normal sorts of human stories, which they do, but something unique to zombies that hasn't been done is very hard. I don't think that they necessarily have to do anything totally new. It's a different setting with different characters. I've been very critical of the finale and the fact that these seem like fairly evil people, but I'm still interested in the characters and the fact that they're in an earlier timeline, that the military is still out there. That those are interesting factors.
I mean, this is my introduction to this whole universe. I haven't read the comics. I didn't watch the other show. I'm just kind of curious in terms of this is almost like fan fiction in a way. It's like, all right, well,
Yeah.
we have this existing
Yeah.
universe, and we're going to do this offshoot thing. And it seems like the existing universe has to do all the heavy lifting of establishing that universe and telling that story, whereas this is like, well, let's take a little glimpse into this one little angle of it, this one window, this one sort of sub, whatever. And so maybe in that they feel like they don't have to deliver the sort of big actiony set pieces, that
Maybe.
it can be more character driven, which conceptually is fine. I think then if that's how you're going to do it, the characters could be
My
more
problem
interesting
is, though,
maybe.
when I was watching this, I was astounded by how little I felt for anything. Like when we watched the ex-wife get shot or heard her get shot and saw people react when people got like hurt and left behind, and that doctor. I didn't feel anything. I just didn't care. I wasn't invested, and I want to be invested.
Yeah, no, I totally feel the same way. About most of them, anyway. I mean, there was some fear that other characters would die, but some of the moves that they made didn't affect me the way that they might with some of the characters from Walking Dead.
Getting to watch Kim Dickens brain a zombie with a rubber mallet pretty much made the whole series worthwhile for me.
yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
easy that way.
I mean, I think she's the tougher of. Yeah, I think the show is about her and Travis, probably, right?
Pretty much.
Central
I
characters.
think so.
And she's the more. I think she's been ready for this since Well, for several episodes in.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then it's
I think
more
so.
his emotional journey of becoming ready for this, and he's still not there.
Yeah.
Also, is it just me, or does the daughter look a lot like Claire Forlani? Remember her?
I don't know who that
90s
is.
actress. She was in like Mallrats and Meet Joe Black. I think she was a model.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
There
A
were
little
certain
bit,
angles
yeah.
I was like, oh, whoa, that's okay.
Yeah.
No, not her, but looks just
Yeah,
like her.
they haven't given her much to do, or the other kids
Except
really.
for falling in love with her stepbrother. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, it's
They
the end
aren't
of the
officially
world.
stepbrothers yet because they haven't.
Yeah, they're
Exactly.
not married.
So they
Yeah.
better hurry.
Yeah.
Chop chop. And who knows? Maybe boyfriend from episode 1 isn't dead.
No,
we don't
he's-
That's entirely possible.
It was in his chest.
Entirely
Okay, he's probably a god.
He's
Yes.
probably dead. If he's alive, I will be shocked. Then that'll
I
be
call
the thing
shenanigans.
where maybe this series is better than I thought it was, or at least weirder than
see.
I thought it was, or more surprising. I guess we'll see. The Walking Dead premieres, I believe, next week. Wow. Yeah, so we're going to move right on into that. Get ready for that. What did you think of this season of Fear the Walking Dead? You know what we think, so please let us know below in the comments, and we'll catch you when this next season comes back,
In
which
6
we
months
don't
or
know
so.
where it is. 6 months or so.